we get a Beetlejuice Beetlejuice,
Right.
It's been 1988.
Said, Elvis, what did you write here? And he was like, it's all right. I was like, say it again.
Couldn't be further from the accent.
No, it
I
couldn't
don't
be,
even know
but I
what that
couldn't
was.
understand it.
Get ready, get set. It's a first look with the Oh Brother podcast.
Welcome back to another First Look with the Oh Brother podcast. Mike, we're back. We're going to do a first look on Beetlejuice.
Oh, I didn't know it was out there.
Oh, yeah.
This is a nice surprise.
Yeah. This is, of course, a follow-up to the 1988 film Beetlejuice, starring the great Michael Keaton.
Love Michael Keaton.
Batman, for many of us.
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman, who made a great appearance at the Oscars.
As Batman.
Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito were up there, and who both were in Batman films. Of course,
Right.
DeVito famously
with
played
him.
Penguin with Keaton.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
But
Schwarzenegger, not so lucky,
no,
ended up
Mr.
with
Freeze. Yikes.
Mr. Ooh, boy. Yeah, let's move on from that. So fortunately, this is not a first look of that film, but rather Beetlejuice. So let's take a look, and then we'll chat it up on the other side.
All right.
Daylight come and we want to go. Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Daylight come and we want to go. Me say day, me say day, me say day, me say day, me say day. Daylight come and we want to go.
The juice is loose.
Okay,
I'm
I don't
excited about
openly
this one.
laugh at trailers or react, but we were just talking about that actually. And I just, the juice is loose.
The juice is loose.
It's just, Keaton is the man. He's just
And the
best.
model is still there,
Yeah.
that Alec Baldwin, who I don't think Alec Baldwin was well known when this
And
movie,
he looks so
first
different
movie came.
back then, in
Mhm.
this film. So different. So, of course, Michael Keaton is Beetlejuice. Jenna Ortega, who you saw there.
From Scream most recently.
as Astrid. Willem Dafoe, Monica Bellucci, Catherine O'Hara, of course.
Now, I didn't see Willem Dafoe. What is he?
I didn't see him in this.
Okay.
I didn't see him in this. And he's not, it's interesting because he's not credited as a character name. There's no name underneath his name, which is interesting. This is worth the price of admission for me to see Winona Ryder.
Yeah.
It's great to see her there. Justin Theroux.
Catherine.
I mentioned Catherine O'Hara.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just kind of scanning now to see who else we might see. But those are the main players there.
And Gina Davis is gone. I forget how it ended. Did they die eventually?
I
don't even
remember.
remember.
Yeah, I don't.
I'll go back and watch this before.
Oh, for sure.
Sure. I'll watch the original.
This is, of course, directed by the great Tim Burton.
And you can hear Danny Elfman's score in the background.
Yes, who's done what? Almost every one of his films, probably?
Yeah.
I would think.
Even he was in it before when he was a member of Oingo Boingo. He did Dick Tracy.
Yeah. It's another one of those like Catherine O'Hara, Winona, and Keaton. Again, they're around. They're still got the chops. They're healthy. Like, we get a Beetlejuice.
Right.
It's been 1988. I mean, that's incredible.
I just saw him on Jimmy Kimmel.
Yes,
and he
me
was
too.
talking about it, and I was just like, he's just one of those likable guys. I told you, I met him in LA at an Elvis concert.
Right. I'm not even going to call bull on that.
No, because it's true. And I was trying to get backstage.
Yeah.
And then he comes walking up next to me, and he's trying to do the same thing. And they wouldn't let him. And I said, I can see you kicking me out, but Batman? It's
right.
Batman.
Yeah. Yeah, we've not only gotten backstage many times, but there's been times we weren't even planning to go backstage. We ended up backstage. Like,
yeah, and we were
Elvis was the weirdest one.
Yeah.
Right? We see Elvis in Florida. Elvis Costello, of course.
Yeah.
We're not that old, folks. But we see Elvis, and I believe that was the one where oh God.
We saw him back-to-back nights, and we met him back-to-back nights.
Who opened for him? Boz Scaggs, I believe, opened for him.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
It was a great show. I believe so. No. Scratch that. Flip that. Repeat it. Up again. Sorry, doing a Wonka bit.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong. It was a guy that was in The Birds, maybe? I can't remember offhand. But anyhow, we were like getting ready to exit after the show. Great show.
And they were like, come this way.
And next thing you know, we're like down in the bowels of the Hard Rock, and we get escorted into a room, and there's Elvis just kind of shooting his
and
with
the
everybody.
funny thing is, I'm standing there, and Elvis is kind of across the room at this point. But right next to me is Steve Naive, which is his longtime collaborator. And I'm like, hey, Steve, how you doing? Will you sign this? It was weird. Yeah. And then Elvis came up, and he had written something on a book I had.
Right.
When he was on stage, and I couldn't understand what he wrote.
I still have it.
Do you? And I said, Elvis, what did you write here? And he was like, it's all right. I was like, say it again.
Couldn't be further from the accent.
No, it couldn't
I don't even know
but
what
I couldn't
that was.
Understand it. Well, that's why I did it on purpose.
That was horrible, though.
But he eventually, I think I asked him 3 times like an idiot, but I finally got, he said, he wrote, it's all lies. It was like an autobiography not written by him. But then we met him the next night in Miami.
Well, it wasn't Miami. It was down in
Sunrise.
Yeah.
Sunrise.
Florida,
I thought that
it was Roger McGuinn from the Byrds who opened up for him, because
I've seen him so many times. I don't even remember any opening acts.
Roger McGuinn came out, I think, during Elvis's set too. At one point, they did a tune, but. So, well, hey, listen, there you go. You got no complaints.
Beetlejuice.
I don't see how this could possibly fail. I mean,
Michael
you got Keaton, you got Tim Burton. Like, that's all.
He's in the character. It's gonna be good. Come on,
it's gonna be so
good.
So there you go. Beetlejuice due September 6th, 2024.
And wasn't some of that filmed near me, or no?
It was.
Okay.
Yeah, it was filmed in Massachusetts. It was filmed Vermont.
I know.
Actually, I don't know if there was there anything in Connecticut, Vermont. I don't see any specific.
He finds these very bright, colorful neighborhoods to film it.
Yeah, that must have been something to see that production. But anyways, well, all right. As I was starting to say before I got so rudely interrupted. That'll do it for another First Look with the Oh Brother podcast. I've been your host, Dan Smith. Alongside me, as always, my brother from the same mother, Mike Smith. And we will see you next time.
Bye, everyone.